Hey guys, it's Amy Does the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day. It's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday, hump day. See, I told you this is a crazy week. It's the week in between a holiday or the week right after a holiday. Still a short work week. Makes it wild. How are you guys doing? We're making a simple, delicious dinner, and I forgot to get a fork. Let me grab a fork real fast. We're making a simple dinner that is a protein and veggie. Last night we talked about plate, looking at your plate and knowing what food should go on your fork on a daily basis, and then how to fill your plate. So I told you last night, you really want to focus on proteins, low carb vegetables, cooked in healthy fats. So tonight we've got some pork chops. I got some beautiful butterfly pork chops, and I'm fixing to get my hands dirty, but we made a crust mix and we're going to cook them in our air fryer. You can also do this in your oven if you prefer, but I love my air fryer. So I'm going to get one hand dirty because we're going to put oil on our pork chops. Now, if you want to do egg-based, you can do an egg-based too. I'm using avocado oil because that's what I primarily buy. You can use olive oil if you prefer. But we're going to oil both sides of the pork chops. And then we made a crust mix. So now my hands are nasty. We made a crust mix using grated Parmesan cheese. I love to use grated Parmesan cheese because it makes the most awesome air fryer crust. It really is delicious. You can season it so many different ways. You can make so many different meals with this grated Parmesan cheese because you can make the seasoning mix taste so many different ways. But what we're going to do is just batter the pork chops in this crust mix. And the crust mix that I made tonight is grated Parmesan cheese. And I seasoned it with salt, pepper. Ooh, that's a big old pork chop. Salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and parsley. And that's all I did. And you'll see that white grated cheese turned into a beautiful crust mix. Almost looks like a meal. I'm trying to think of what to say, like a fried fish meal is what this looks like because it turned really dark. So we got the grated Parmesan cheese. We seasoned it with paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And I just season it with my heart, like Haley says. We don't really have a certain amount you put in there. What I usually do is look at the color. And if I see the seasonings and I can pick it up and pretty much smell the seasonings, then it looks pretty good to me. All right, so we're just going to lather that on really good. Knock off all the excess and see how beautiful. That's a big pork chop right there. This is going to take a minute in the air fryer because it's a thick pork chop. I usually buy a thin pork chop, so my husband's not going to be happy with me tonight because he's hungry and he's ready to eat. So I got my air fryer on 350, and I'm going to cook this for a good 10 minutes. And then I probably will have to look at it and say it's got to have some more time. That's a thick pork chop. I normally like to buy thin meats, or I cut them, slice them thinner. So number one, it costs the same for more portions. And then number two, primarily, is because it cooks faster. Let me wash my hands. I'm going to be right back. You said, what you doing? I didn't drop nothing down there. I didn't drop nothing down there for you. Y'all see Frankie down here on the floor? I don't know if y'all could see her. She's looking for scraps. So guys, we are, Pam says, have I had issues with my air fryer? No, it works pretty good. I've had this one for almost 5 years. It's the Cuisinart TOA60. Guess what my husband got me for Christmas? He got me a new air fryer. I'm going to take this old one up to the clubhouse. And we've got a new one to put in the kitchen as soon as I get ready to move this one. It's a lot of promotion having to move things around. But I got a brand new one. They don't have the TOA 60 anymore, so I think he got me the 70. I bought the same one. It's not working. Oh, my goodness. That is not good, Pam. You need to call whoever you bought it from, or take it back, or contact Cuisinart. Like, I've had mine for 5 years. I love it. Pam's had hers for about 2 years. I love this. I love this air fryer. It's the Cuisinart. The primary reason I love it is because that big old basket. I love that big basket because you can put a lot of food in it. Most air fryer baskets are like the round basket. I mean, you had to pile everything on top of each other or use several different batches to cook your food, and I don't like that. All right, breadcrumbs. No, Haley, I used grated Parmesan cheese. So we made a low carb recipe with grated Parmesan cheese. We seasoned it with paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and parsley, salt and pepper. So we just seasoned that grated Parmesan cheese. And the thing I love about an air fryer mix, you can also do this in your oven. It just doesn't fry up like like it would in here. But if you do this grated Parmesan cheese, you can season it so many different ways. Like you can do a ranch style with ranch and Italian seasoning. You can do garlic and oregano. You can do so many different things. You can make it spicy with chili powder and paprika. Like you can do so many things with your air fryer crust, which is why I love to use the grated Parmesan. Now sometimes I'll use pork rinds. I'll crush pork rinds, but I love the grated Parmesan cheese. It just works so great. So the recipe for this is in the link. Let me show you what we're doing for our side dish. Gotta find the hot hands. Find me a hot hands here. We're making a super simple, delicious side dish. We're roasting vegetables. I primarily roast vegetables because it's fast, and I'm a busy working woman. So when I come home, I need to get it done fast, and make it taste delicious. So another healthy fat that I used tonight was the avocado oil. I've got my low-carb broccoli. I season it with salt, pepper, that's it, and heavily drizzled with avocado oil. I've got my oven on 350 and we're gonna roast this, and we like our broccoli to really be crispy. So you'll see it start to turn brown on some of the edges. That's the way we like it. You can just stick a fork in and it's done, but if you like it to be a little crispy, then keep on letting it roast. We love roasted vegetables. Let me put this back in the oven. All right, and let me see if you guys have any other questions. Lindsay says, how funny, I'm making the ranch chops. Love it. And she's got her new air fryer. Which kind did you get? Oh, that's a great idea, Karen. She says sometimes she mixes the crushed pork rinds with the Parmesan cheese, and I bet that's great. Hey, Dawn, how are you? She's making pork roast with roasted veggies. Ooh, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots mix. That sounds great. Mexican ground chicken patties with zucchini and peppers. Oh, Sean, that sounds really good. You're going to have to give us that recipe. You're going to have to share with us, Sean. That sounds amazing. I hope to have some time to sit down and create some new recipes. I've got quite a few recipes in my recipe blog, but I am definitely looking forward to some new things, or at least going back and cooking some things that I haven't cooked in a long time that's on my recipe blog, because I really get in the habit. Like I like fast, easy, delicious meal. So a go-to thing is the creamy Parmesan crusted chicken or pork, the air fryer chicken and pork, the chicken breast. Like I can do stuff really, really fast, but there's a lot of great recipes on there. But I'm looking for some new ideas too. I love to take recipes out of books or recipes out of Pinterest and really knock them down to make them low carb and easy. So many recipes I run across, the picture looks delicious, but they've got like 10 or 11 ingredients, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to buy things I won't use all the time. Maybe every once in a while I'll buy something that I'll use occasionally, but if I buy it, I'll cook something that requires that ingredient over the next 1 or 2 weeks. But I don't like to just stuff my cabinets full of stuff that's going to expire. I only like to shop for things I'm going to use quite often. So I like to take recipes and just like knock out the things that's not necessary for me, or even replace some of the seasonings with my own favorite seasonings and make my own recipes. So I just got to find time to sit down and do that some more, because it's been a while. So I'm going to clean up my mess here, and I've got a couple of calls I've got to make really quick. Guys, I'm looking forward to 2024. I am so excited about 2024, not only to continue in my own health journey, but to help all of you. So if you need getting started tips, put getting started in the comments, and I'll send you my tips that I started back in 2018 and still follow today, and I'll be glad to share them with you guys. So I'm going to jump off here and clean up the kitchen. I hope y'all have a great night, and I will post this plated picture later for you with the recipe again, but the recipe is in this link. Monique, I don't have a cookbook. I had talked about making one, but golly, Bill, it took so much time. It takes a lot of time to make a cookbook, and there's just so much to it. So I ended up with a free blog. So in this link, as soon as I finish this video, you're going to see my recipe link, and it takes you to the blog where you can search or go through all the pages and find some really great stuff. I got some really great stuff on there, I must say. So go to this link in the post, and it'll take you right to my recipe blog. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.